4-1 Rams come back home to play at the Stuart C. Siegel Center tonight. They're going to play host to old-time CAA rival Hofstra Pride. They come in at 3-2. Coach, before we get on the Pride, Rams played two great games up in Brooklyn. Tough overtime loss against St. John's. How has the team bounced back over the last couple of days of practice?
It's just all part of the process. You know, a great experience for us to go up there. You know, we came back and realized some of our mistakes. I mean, we came up short, but the sign of a good team is how do you react to it. And tonight is our first opportunity, so now we got to respond.
So one of the mistakes you talk about, obviously the turnovers have plagued the Rams over the last couple of games. What do the Rams need to do to walk that line between being aggressive, which is what Coach Rhodes wants, but also hitting a few singles as well?
I think you hit the nail on the head. I mean, you don't always have to go for home runs, hit some singles, hit some doubles, and just make the simple play. I think our guys are trying to play for one another, but take what's there. You know, don't force it, and just keep it simple.
VCU made up with some of those turnovers by shooting phenomenally behind the arc, almost 40% in the last game against St. John's. What do you attribute that to? Is that them getting more comfortable within the motion offense? Are they becoming more comfortable in their roles? Where do you think they're starting to shoot a little bit better from behind the arc?
I think it's just confidence. I mean, the guys have definitely put in the time. They put up the shots. We knew eventually it was going to come. It came at a good time. We didn't finish the deal, but you know, Coach and us as a staff, we give the guys a lot of confidence, and I think it's just them trusting and finally seeing a couple go in.
So VCU pressed very well up in Brooklyn. That could play a major role in tonight's game. How much will VCU press against the Pride tonight?
We're going to do what we do. You know, we're going to stick to our game plan. Obviously, they have three really good guards. Wright, Foreman, and Pemberton, number 3 and number 5, are their leading scorers. So they have ball handlers, but I think at the same time, it's a weapon, our Army. You know, we're so deep this year, we can come with multiple guys. So we got to continue to use our Army, use our depth, and go at teams.
Hofstra plays about 8 guys in the game. One of those guys, one of the leading scorers in the country, Wright Foreman, you mentioned him earlier, averaging 28 points a game, had 37 against Cal State Fullerton last game out. What do the Rams need to do to try to slow him down?
I think we got to use our length on him. Obviously, we got to try to get the ball out of his hands, but mainly we just got to be aware of him at all times. You know, 2 to 3 steps inside half court is within his range, and we got to have a hand up. You know, we just can't let him get comfortable and get on a roll.
Great. Good luck tonight. VCU Hofstra on ESPN Plus and Masson.